though everything is set and it's perfect as far as like my makeup hasn't really budged, but I do feel like, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Smashbrush. So today I'm like super excited to be doing this video today. I'm gonna be doing a review on a very new makeup product, which is the new Fenty Beauty concealer and the new Fenty setting powder. Both of these have been super hyped up, and I have seen a couple reviews, but there's nothing like trying something out yourself. I am a huge concealer junkie. Like, I will spend any amount of money if it means that it'll be a really good concealer, which is actually kind of sad. But just because you spend a lot of money doesn't mean that it's necessarily a good concealer. I have found a really good drugstore concealer as well as high-end concealers, so I don't discriminate between prices, you know, or however it's called. So if this is a video that you're interested in, then just keep watching, and without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so this has been something that has been overly hyped. By the way, don't mind the zoom. I figured me being this zoomed in would really help out for you to kind of like see how the product is gonna lay out on me. So I went in actually, and I always use the color Custard in NARS. So I tried getting a really similar color to that one since it is like a nice brightening color. So the color I got was a number 230 in Fenty Beauty, and I got the Butter Setting Powder by Fenty Beauty. I was actually more inclined on getting the banana color. However, I did want more of a brightening effect. Like, I want this to really brighten. So that is the look that I'm going for. I'm not really going for like super like natural kind of concealer. No, I want brightening. So I have already done my foundation. Oh, and can I just add that this concealer comes in 50 colors. Bruh, like that is what? I mean, I know when they came out they had like 40 shades, and I know that there has been, I know like for example Makeup Forever also has 40 shades. I know that was like a clapback going on there, but I think that they're the only one that has that many concealers. So I am curious to try this out. I don't know if you can tell, but I did already do my foundation just because I literally just want to focus on the concealer and the setting powder for this review. So let's get right to it. I'm going to be using my Real Technique sponge. Yes, it's a little bit dirty already just because this is what I use to apply my foundation. I freaking love this sponge. I love this more than Beauty Blender. Oops. Alright, so when I went to Sephora, I did talk to the girl and she told me she loves it. However, if you are more on the dry side, you want to really make sure you're nice and hydrated. So I did apply eye cream, like a really nice thickish kind of eye cream, but it's just mainly very hydrating. So I applied maybe like 2 hours before recording this, and I reapplied it not too long ago, like before doing my foundation. So I'm hoping that is hydrating enough, but we shall see. What I do want to point out is that it looks exactly like the foundation bottle, which is like a very cute smaller version. Ooh, I will say I do like the way the applicator looks like. It looks a little bit wider. Like for example, I love the applicator of the Shape Tape because I feel like it just covers up so much as opposed to like other kind of concealers. So let's see. So everyone has different ways of applying concealer. I kind of just go in and create like a decent triangle shape. I'm gonna be doing this the way I would be doing my concealer. So I'm gonna go across first and then bring it down. Okay, well, let's go ahead and yeah, definitely a little goes a long way. That's what it looks like. I haven't blended it out yet, but just want to blend this out nicely. That actually looks really nice and brightening. I'm always very extra, so I'm even gonna apply another coat, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. I will say, as a very first impression, I am impressed. I like the coverage amount in this. I always, like I said, I like to do a double coat just because of that one area. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do this side now. I love how brightening this is. Now, I don't know if it's just because I picked a really light color, but I also like the coverage on it. I don't use a corrector. I know I can use a corrector, but I prefer not to, just because I feel like it's just another step to my makeup routine that I don't want. I'd rather just do a double coat of concealer. So I'm gonna apply this right there. That's nice. Wow. I did see other reviews where people didn't like the brush application, that they preferred the sponge. So yeah, just a heads up on that. So if you decide to use a brush and you don't like the application, even with just regular concealer, I feel like, I don't know, sponges just do such an amazing job. Okay, so when doing concealer, I do like to quickly bake afterwards. So yeah, I'm using this color Butter. I really wanted to brighten my under eyes. And I want to say I found a really cool thing. So you know how a lot of times like you'll be on the go and then when you open it, it just kind of like spills everywhere? Well, there's this plastic insert that you can put right on top to prevent from spilling. Freaking genius. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here. I like how basically there's a decent amount that goes in here and you don't have to like really like tap it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I blend this out really quick first, just because once you set it, if there's any lines or fine creasing, like that's it, it's set that way. So I am putting a decent amount. Dang, that is on there thick. And let's do it on this side. So the only part that I am seeing is that it really settled into this textury area. Yeah, I like really dried it out. I mean, there's no issue because I can always put like something wet over it. That's just how my skin's been lately, like just on this area, because this area really isn't too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight my high points of the face just to give myself a little bit of brightness here and there. And it's just blending that out. Damn, dude, this thing is brightening. All right, what I'm gonna do is, just because this happens to my skin in general, it gets dry super quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe setting mist, and I'm really gonna just like drench myself in this because it makes the biggest difference in the world, so. And it even smells so freaking good. What I'm gonna do with whatever's remaining in here, I'm gonna go ahead and actually put it over my face. Let me just wait for this to dry out a little bit, just because I don't wanna put like a dry product over something that's wet. Yeah, see already this area started to like diminish, like that dry patchy area. But I'm gonna use this super fluffy brush and just kind of like apply this all over. Perfect. So far it looks really good. I feel like I need to finish like my under eyes, my contour, and my lips and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished my entire face and now I feel like I can give a fair review. Just because I already have like my cheeks on, I feel like I'm feeling my makeup now, right? No, but seriously, like my under eyes look so freaking bright. They look so nice. And I feel like at first I was a little bit iffy about like the dryness, but honestly that happens to me with every single setting powder. It's just because my skin is dry, especially now in the winter time. So literally all I have to do is, after putting my setting powder, I do put a little bit of setting spray, and this really kind of just like neutralizes the skin. But I am able to see the effect of the setting powder throughout time. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna check back like within an hour, let's say, and then I'll check back again towards the very end of the day just to see how everything held up and what my final thought is on the concealer, just because I feel like everything always looks really nice the first couple minutes, foundation, things like that, but then towards the end of the day, that's when you're really able to see how it really came out, if it lasts, if it's good for your skin, things like that, you know? So stay put. I'm gonna go ahead and take some selfies because I really am feeling this look. So I will be back. Okay guys, and I am back for the wear test. I have had this makeup on for about like 6 hours, like five-ish, 6 hours or so. I want to say for the most part, it feels like I didn't budge like at all, which is kind of crazy honestly, because sometimes like it'll start getting into like the fine lines here, and I'm noticing even there. I mean, if I were to like really look, there is a little bit of creasing there, but I can't really tell at all because it's my lines. I mean, the natural lines that I do have, they're kind of just, there's no difference to them. It's not like I see the makeup creasing in there. I literally have to like go like that for me to check that out. But honestly, everything else here is still nice and bright. I did touch around this area and here I wiped off, so that's why if you see like any missing foundation, that's probably why. The only thing I would say is that I don't think I'm crazy about the powder on my face because my skin is already pretty dry to begin with, but I do always use the Morphe setting mist at the end, and that'll keep me kind of like dewy throughout the day, but it doesn't leave me looking drying like this. Though everything is set and it's perfect as far as like my makeup hasn't really budged, but I do feel like I do see a little bit more texture now. I'm not the craziest about the setting powder on my face, but for the under eyes, I think it's amazing. It really hasn't like moved at all. See, even on my nose, it has gotten like more oily, and I'm not really oily on my T-zone, which is kind of weird. So, but yeah, that's basically what I'd have to say. I think overall though, the powder is still a pretty good investment to make on your face. It's not the worst thing, but I definitely wouldn't say that it's my favorite. This concealer though, I'm curious to see how it would come out with other setting powders that I use. Like lately I've been using a lot of like the Fenty Beauty, oh, and the Maybelline Fit Me. Those two are actually pretty good. Maybe I'll do another wear test, but like in a different video, kind of like put this into a different like tutorial. But yeah, that is basically it. I think if you were to buy it, you would not be disappointed as far as like the concealers and the fact that there's freaking 50 shades of concealers. I don't think that exists anywhere. I don't think you'll have an issue finding your color. I will say though for sure is that you do definitely have to moisturize underneath. I moisturized like 2 times, like a couple hours before, and it did get a little bit dry, but I guess like throughout the day it doesn't look as dry as like when I first applied it. So it's not exactly dry skin friendly. However, you can definitely make it work. You just have to make sure you're really getting into your skincare. So that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. That way you're notified when it is that I have uploaded a new video. I upload videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It is at Smashbrush _ at the very end. And don't forget to join me also on my Instagram lives on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I would love to just get to know you guys, chit chat. We kind of just like have fun and do anything as far as just makeup related, and yeah, just talk. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.